Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we explored Ginger Island for the first time, got to explore the new caves, aka the volcano that was inside. And unfortunately, we have to deal with the consequences of me losing footage, which is not fun. This time, well, we're going to kind of get things started right from where we left off. And unfortunately, this is like the third time I've tried to record this video today. Not because of anything bad or anything, just because I keep forgetting what things I accomplished and what things I didn't, like in terms of on footage and what I didn't. Picked up overseas. Enjoy. Want to say thanks for making me feel welcome, Kent. Super meal, thanks. Ryan, you never showed up on the boat, so I went looking for you. Found sprawled on the dirt with a couple of parrots pulling gold out of your pockets. Had drug all the way down to the boat, and my legs feel like freshwater shrimp willy. Okay, so they were pickpocketing. That's great. Greetings from Calico Desert. Yeah, it's another sandy one, but she sent us food. What did you send us? Tom Kha soup. I'm assuming that means something that I'm just too dumb and American to understand. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start putting some stuff away. Unfortunately, yeah, we did pass out last time, if you couldn't tell. I'm really craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one at the store, so I'm asking you to pay. I'll pay one for it. But as I was saying, we did pass out last time, but thankfully we really shouldn't have too much. Like, we shouldn't have lost too much. It is raining today, which, I mean, that doesn't really mean too much since we have sprinklers now. We already caught the legend, of course, and that's really the only fish we needed from, like, it being rainy here. I'm gonna keep the mummified stuff on me. The frick, dude. I should probably put the seeds away, since I'm not going to use those for a little bit. Also, I think our fish pond should be ready from last time, if you recall. Now, I'm going to be putting some of these seeds away that we have no real reason to keep on us, and then I'm going to, of course, got to plant these ones. Daily chores are never really that fun to, you know, go through. So instead, I'm just going to pick up once I've planted everything and kind of gotten to the point where we can kind of discuss what we're going to be doing today. See you guys in just a moment. Okay, so I pretty much did all the daily chores, like, sort of stuff that we really needed to do. I'm coming in here because I actually want to grab the legend to put inside the fish pond, which is really exciting, because as at this point I've already kind of confirmed you can put legendary fish inside, including the legend, and that's what I want to do. I want to throw them in there. I did bring in aquamarine today, because we're actually going to need at least that to give to Pierre, because he had a mission for that. And I'll keep this food on me just so I have something to farm me. Actually, I don't fully know if that's how I want to do. I'll just put it in there for now. The reason I was contemplating that is because I just don't know if I want to bring food or if I really don't. I'm not entirely sure. Kind of have to see how things go. What I do want to do, however, I want to go into... I think I have one of these laying around, right? Never mind, no I don't. Actually, I'll bring a warp totem back to the farm just in case I feel like we need that. What else do we got? Oh, sorry. I'm thinking. I want to make a bomb. Singular bomb. I could bring the resources to make more in case, but I think one will be enough, specifically for something we're going to be doing today. Couldn't gather, we are going to be heading back to the island today. We're going to be going there for a while for the next two episodes, just because that's going to be a big part of the game. Not like the only thing we're going to be doing by any means, but something that's new that's opened up, and definitely want to be making progress on that. Before we get to that, though, I'm going to give Pierre his aquamarine to complete the mission. And then after that, I'll see you guys at Ginger Island, because I really don't think you're going to want to see the process of getting over there. I was going to actually go to the island, but I forgot our iridium pan was done, so I want to come pick that up today. Received our iridium pan, just because you never know when panning may be, you know, important. That's the max level of that, and that means, of course, it's time for us to upgrade our next tool, which it's not going to be the watering can. Again, I'm going to keep that for last, because I think that's kind of poetic, you know, being farming and all. Instead, we're going to get the slightly cheaper iridium trash can. That way we're not missing out on any tools here in case we need them. Especially because we also need the watering can to actually explore the volcano, should you recall. I don't know why I came over here. See you guys at the Ginger Island area. So here we are. We've made it to Ginger Island for the day. Also, did I just hear a sound of a panning spot appear? Yes, I did. It's right there. It kind of blends in because of the lighter water. See what we get from our first iridium pan? 6 copper. Okay, well, I was hoping it'd be something like really cool. Be like, ah, see, look at that. I told you guys it'd be worth it. Coming back here on day 2, you can see there's some stuff here. Recall, I think we have like 2 on us. Oh, we have 11. 10 bullets, wait, turtle. Okay. So we'll do that just because it opens up more areas to explore. Might as well. A lot of things to get to. And the Ginger Island area, there are, I'm not going to say the exact amount, but there are a lot of gold coconuts to get. And again, eventually I plan on kind of doing a whole thing for that just in case. Ooh. Stardew Valley. Wait, what did I just get? Almanac. Read this to gain some farming experience. Oh, okay. We don't really need that. That's kind of cool. New book we haven't seen before. But yeah, so we have unlocked a whole new area of the island. Over here you can kind of see there's like some leaves over there, and you can kind of use that as like a guide, because it seems like there's like maybe an area over there. But if you try to go over there, you can see we can get a little bit like further in, but it seems like we also get stuck. Like it seems like the pathway here just isn't like existent. For example, in the past we've been able to kind of follow the leaves there. They're off screen. Yeah, you can see. I'm having a hard time explaining this. But yeah, there's kind of a way to oh frick, I didn't mean that. To get over there. And I'm not sure if it's glitched or what, but I can't get over there, and I often find myself getting stuck. But there is a gold coconut over there. Eventually we're going to have to get to that, but for now we'll put it off. There's a gold coconut right here around those three, counting, 4 spots there. So we can keep an eye out. There is one gold coconut right there. You can kind of see it was hidden there. Or gold walnut. I don't know why I say I know I say coconut because it's on Tropical Island. And here we have my least favorite puzzle in the entire game. You interact with the statue back here. It is a memory game, and I suck at memory games. Now, that in itself isn't the problem, because as you may have just seen, it starts out pretty easy. Like, these ones are not that bad, and then it gets into... Oh, frick, I think it was like... Okay. Now, if you're like me, you weren't even pay attention there, because I want to show this. There's some cheese you can do. If you're on the Switch version or anything that can capture video, even without like a video running software, for example, on Switch, you can hold on the capture button for a few seconds. It'll save the last 30 seconds of gameplay. This is a really nice way of being able to cheese certain areas like this. So, for example, I could pause it so it's purple, red, blue. Okay. Purple, red, blue. So we'll start with that, because then you can always come back to it. So purple, red, blue. Purple, red, blue. Pause the game, because again, as long as you're playing by yourself and the game's like in your inventory, time does not move on in game, so you're fine. So we're on blue. So blue, purple, red, green. So let me do it one more time just to make sure. Purple, red, green. Okay. So now it should be purple, red, green. Okay, now all of those I believe were on the right, so hopefully this one shouldn't be that hard. Again, you can definitely probably do this if you're actually smart enough and good enough at like memory games. I'm just clearly not. Let's see, so it's green, red, blue, yellow. Green, red, blue, yellow. Okay, so we'll start with that. Green, red, blue, yellow. Once we've gotten to that, just keep going back. And again, you can do this on, I think on the PlayStation, on Xbox, and even on PC, there are methods of like going about this in case you are struggling. Because this is randomized. This is not something that's going to be the same every playthrough. So purple, is it just purple, or purple blue? Red blue at this point? Blue again? Oh, okay, it was. It happened so fast, I couldn't really tell. And we were rewarded with 3 gold walnuts. Thankfully, we have that done with. I always loathe having to do that part of the game. I don't know why. That memory game really gets on my nerves. But now that we've done that, you can see there's some hardwood for us to chop down. There's some, tiger slimes out here just out and about, which are kind of scary, because, again, you know how much damage they do, if you recall from last time. Thankfully, though, as long as we play it smart, we should be able to deal with them fairly easily. Again, they're going to be dropping items that are related to this island sometimes, so we can get things like ginger, but we're also going to get the normal slime amenities. What's nice is, again, these slimes, these are still counting towards the slime thing at the Slayer, like, guild, where we have to kill 1,000. Oh, there we go. I was actually hoping to talk about this. I think I may have talked about it last time, but I kind of wanted to explain a little bit more. There are a few gold walnuts that aren't going to be, like, in the same spot from you and me. And that's not to say it's like, oh, RNG chooses, like, where they are spawned. No. Basically put, there are 5 gold walnuts you can get from fighting enemies, from defeating them. And then there's another 5 that you can get from just doing random, like, foraging things, like chopping down trees. There's only 5 you can collect per save file of each, but it's random where you get them. So there is RNG involved for a few of them. Also, what is this? It appears to have a gold walnut on it. You hear a strange voice from behind the door. Only the greatest walnut hunters may enter here. Their current status, 18 of 100. So we know there's at least 100 of these things to collect, and it sounds like we need to be, or no need to, but we're encouraged to try and find at least 100 of them. So we'll try to see what we can do. This looks like a spot that may be suspicious. Aw. Again, no shame in trying to look at spots, especially because even I friggin' forget where all this stuff is. That's a person. That's another person.
Oh, a visitor. Come closer, child. I haven't had a visitor in many moons. I almost forgot what other people looked like. Well, suppose now that you're here, I may as well ask you for a favor. Come. Have you seen that wrecked ship on the south shore? My husband was the captain. A pirate he was. Set sail one day, never to return. Took me 3 years sailing the high seas to find his remains. Ah, been here ever since, dear. Guarding his bones. The shriek, that I think it's the bat sound, but it sounds like a shriek. My child, if I could only find a keepsake of his, it would bring me such peace. Wait here. Here, take this. It's an old photograph that washed up on shore. It's all that I have to offer, but somehow I think it'll help. You find what I seek.
Or help you find what I seek. I don't know why. Okay. So, we just met a new person who we don't really know the name of. War Memento. It's a faded photograph of a soldier, and that is a new quest now for us to be working on. It's not time. For the pirate's wife. An old lady living on Ginger Island is asking you to find a keepsake of her husband's. She gave you an old photograph of a soldier that washed up on shore, hoping it would help in some way. Find a keepsake that belonged to... Wait, what? Oh, it does give her name. Birdie's husband. It's kind of funny they give her name in the quest log, even though she actually hasn't told us her name yet, but whatever. So yeah, the reason you see me go around chopping trees is because, as I was mentioning, the RNG stuff, so you might as well just be doing that on the side, because you could really get it from anything. Holy crap, that was a big haul. Did you see that? The bottom left, where we just got from that one painting spot? Another gold walnut right there. As I've said, you'll find quite a few of them, sometimes just like scattered in hidden spots. You get some ginger here, you can find them sometimes in tillable locations. Very cool. Again, the music at Ginger Island is one of my favorites in the entire game. Don't know why. There's an X. That one's clearly a spot where we're going to find a gold walnut, as clear as it could be. Over here, we have a really interesting little, like, Dougie with, like, yellow. He has some glasses, and if you try to get near him and hit him, he's going to go away. This is a really interesting puzzle and one that I really like. What you need to do is get 3 of any placeable item. I believe any item will work as long as it's something that you can place. Easiest thing is fences, in my opinion. Come over, and then just hit him. Doesn't matter what you hit him with. And we'll get a gold walnut for our trouble. Really cool puzzle, since it involves doing something in the game we really haven't done up to this point, which is like the building and stuff, and placing stuff to solve the puzzle. I don't know. I'm a fan of that particular gold walnut, but then again, I'm also not a fan of the memory game ones, so... maybe I just have bad opinions. But yeah, there's a bunch of like wild debris and stuff here everywhere. Again, there's more ginger and stuff for us to find. Oh, there's a coconut right there. I actually didn't notice you could see the coconuts on the trees before you chop them down. It's kind of cool. But yeah, pretty much for any of this stuff, like the shrubbery, the wood, any of this stuff you break, again, up until 5, you could potentially be getting a gold walnut, so it's worth checking. Down here to the bottom right, we can find a new type of rock. It's not a new type of ore. It, in fact, is a type of rock that will drop muscle, which may be like, okay, why the frick would I want that? Keep in mind, the raccoon is asking for, I think it's like 8 muscle, and it has to all be the same quality to actually give it to him, I believe. So this is really nice if you're trying to work on that like I am. Oh, hello there, carrots. And then there's also another gold walnut right there. You can kind of see, again, some of them are pretty well hidden in terms of like using the flooring as a object to obfuscate the... wait, what? I don't freaking know the word. Obfuscate? Something like that. Anyway, down here is the boat we were hearing about. We didn't actually see it up until... well, you know, when Birdie was mentioning it, but we can actually find this little pathway that'll lead us inside and lead us to yet another gold walnut. Very cool. You can see there's like a few spots of land there to kind of guide you. Again, a lot of these gold walnuts are pretty well hidden, I'll admit. It can be kind of frustrating if you're new to the game or if you're trying to figure this out for the first time. And here's the thing. Even me playing this game like a few different times, I still don't off the top of my head know where all these things are located by any means. So I'm going to have to be double checking which ones I've like checked, which ones I haven't, because I'm going to struggle to remember all the stuff I've checked. I just find it to be quite complicated. So something I want to do, of course I'm chopping down a bunch of stuff. You can see it's already 7:30 p.m. Just how much time passes even exploring an area like this. Again, time was going to fly here at the island. One thing I want to do is I want to come up here. We can see there's another thing here. 20 walnuts are repairs the putt. Interesting. We can actually come over here and we can build a chest and place it down. And don't worry, you can put anything in here and it won't disappear. So basically put anything in here you want to keep, but you don't really want to hold on to because you're busy doing other stuff. I actually want to hold that on me. Consider dropping that stuff off in here for now. So I'm just going to be putting a bunch of different items in here for now that eventually I want to take back with us, but it's not stuff that I feel like we need to immediately bring back home. So I'll just put it there, and that'll be there waiting for us when we actually need it. So now that we've done that, we've gotten quite a few gold walnuts. What do you say we go check out on that strange little boy or little kid we saw over here? See if maybe we've befriended, in his mind, the birds enough. Because if you recall, he was saying, you know, that, hey... or we really didn't say anything, but he didn't seem to trust us. Maybe we've earned the respect of the birds. Maybe that'll help him open up to us. You? Bird friend. Seem good. She asked if you are bird friend. I told her yes. How'd you end up here? Where are your parents? How did you end up here? Big storm, waves, lightning. Mother, father, swallowed by the sea. I washed up on shore. No. That was just a dream, right? No, I was born here, just like all the other bird friends. Can't you tell? Fair bird, how you speak? How old are you? Old? We don't think like that. We say, how many golden walnuts have you eaten? I have eaten 3,729 golden walnuts. But you don't become an elder until you've eaten 10,000. I'll get there someday. Hey. I remembered something. My name. It's Leo. So he was able to open up to us, and unfortunately it's another character with a tragic sense of backstory. I'm sad today. You go on, have fun, let me be sad. And if you couldn't tell from that little blue dot, indeed, Leo is another person added to our friends list, or someone we need to befriend. Unlike Birdie. But yeah, man, a lot of sad backstories in this game, huh? Not that that's necessarily unexpected, but it's like, man, jeez. So we met Leo, just, again, kind of sad, but really cool that we got to meet him. Not the fact that he had a sad backstory, frick. I'm saying it's cool that we got to befriend him. So yeah, I'm just going to go around, make sure things I've checked out. I got that gold walnut. I think I got this one down here. Again, the biggest problem I have with the gold walnut section of the game is just certain areas that you've checked don't get marked down well enough. Like, the bushes are fine, because you know once you look, obviously. But the areas like this that are tillable, I feel like they should just stay tilled or something, or there should be a different texture, just to kind of indicate, like, hey, you've already checked there. What's going on over here? Ah, 10 walnuts, repair bridge. Well, again, I think it's worth it to give him the resources as long as we can get around the entire island. Because I think opening up the island's more important than getting the amenities on the island, at least for me personally. Because being able to check out different areas and stuff means we can go see different things. See what's going on over here. So we have two new types of blocks. We have a type of rock that is going to drop a bunch of clay, which is good for crafting. And we have one that's going to drop bones and bone fragments, like this fossilized ribs. Long ago, these ribs protected the body of a large animal. Really cool. And again, it's like a little bit of a quarry area of the island. Similar to the quarry, again, this stuff over here respawns pretty swiftly. Not super duper swiftly, but swiftly enough to the point where you could probably make do. Let me just grab these. Oh, I forgot I had the iridium so I could charge it more than that. Ah, whatever. Oh. Help! Did I just... hello? Okay, let me... Oh. That won't work. Okay. Well, I did craft one bomb. Maybe this is the occasion where I should use it. Well, that seemed to work. Thank you. I thought it was done for. I've been stuck in this cave for months. One more cave mushroom salad and I would have gone off the deep end. Ugh, so rubbery. Anyway, I'm Professor Snail. I've been conducting a survey on this island's flora and fauna for the last year. Truly a remarkable place. Well, I think I'll go back to my tent and freshen up a little. I'm afraid I smell like mushrooms. Hey, you should stop by the tent sometime. An enterprising individual like yourself could be a major asset in my project. Farewell. Oh, we just walked into a wall. So yeah, we met another new person. We can actually go in this cave he was living in. I don't think he used to be able to, if I'm correct. But I can come in here and you can actually find mushrooms every now and then. So it's like a bit of a version of the mushroom cave. And there's like a spot that looks tillable, but it's actually just some water, I think. Very cool little area, and again, it's nice having like an extra little area to get certain mushrooms, especially the purple ones, because they're very valuable. But we met Professor Snail, and despite what you may think, nope, he is not somebody to befriend. The only person we met on this island, which, surprisingly enough, there's 3 different people on this island living here. Only one of them is actually someone we can befriend in terms of like giving him items and stuff, and that's Leo. So yeah, you can see there's more area over there to kind of mine through. Don't know if I'm going to fully clear the quarry tonight, because it's getting kind of late. I'm not entirely sure. We'll take a look around, see what we can find. If we head up here, There's a gold walnut in that little spot. Again, it's just kind of the small details of like how the area is set up. Go over here, we can find a gold walnut, pretty out in the open. And we can go up here, and we can see there's some gold walnuts up there, but despite how you try to go over there, you can't really actually get access to it. And then there's one more right here, because there's a little tunnel here. That'll lead us to 2 secret gold walnuts. Really cool. And this one's a little bit harder to tell, but you can kind of tell from like how the grass and like the path is laid out. You can go through there. It's like a little tunnel. Again, it's a lot of visual cues you're going to be looking for a lot of these, or especially early on. Let's go check out Professor Snail. It's getting late, but, you know, I'd say we check out him, see how he's doing. Ah, come in. Welcome to my field office. Wow. You have a speaker? As you can see, it's quite empty. Getting stuck in that cave was a huge setback in my project. But that's where you come in. I'm in the bone business, you see. Ancient bones in particular, and this island's full of them. So if you ever encounter any bones, fossils, or mummified specimens on this island, bring them to my desk, okay? I'll make it worth your while. Okay. So we can come over here, where the exclamation mark is. Island survey. Please report the number of purple flowers present on the island. That's something we're going to have to get to at a different time. We come over here. Hint and donate to the museum. Let's donate to museum. You can kind of see it's a bit of an interesting looking screen, but we'll have 2 that are pretty obvious and they'll light up when you put it. So we have our fossilized frog we can give him, we have a fossilized bat we can give him, and we have some ribs, and that's all we have to give him right now. You've outdone yourself, right? And this is one of the most pristine specimens I've ever seen. Thank you. Thanks. And we can collect rewards for completing the bundle, or not the bundle, but completing both the frog and the bat, because it's only one thing needed. We'll get 2 gold walnuts. Interestingly enough, we can see the price for golden walnuts, 250 gold, even though you actually never get the opportunity to sell them. It's kind of funny. But yeah, up here we have a survey of sorts. Island survey. Please report the number of purple flowers present on the island. Once you're in here, you'll see that there's actually a bit of a quiz, so to speak. It's a survey, but it kind of seems like a quiz. So as you can see here, it's like how many purple flowers can be found. You can see it gives you quite a few options. So it's not one of those things where you're likely going to be able to just randomly go through it and just guess. And like it's not like a 1 out of 4 or whatever chance. There is quite a lot of choices here to be made. Now, I could go over to all the different spots, but instead I'm just going to give you the answers because let's be honest, who the frick wants to be quizzed? I definitely don't. I don't think you want to be when playing a video game, at least when it comes to this sort of stuff. So instead, I'm just going to give you the answers in terms of, again, what's actually here and what the answers are. But again, all these things that you're going to see answer-wise, you can find out legitimately for yourself. It just may take a little bit of time. So, here we go. For the question of how many purple flowers can be found, the answer is 22. Yes, that seems very accurate. Thank you. You can see we get a gold walnut for our trouble. And there's even more. How many purple starfish can be found on the island? As you can see, as I said, a lot of it's going to be visual stuff. For this one, there is a total of 18. Yes, that seems very, very accurate. Or very accurate, thank you. And those are the only 2 quizzes we have currently. Maybe more will pop up in the future, who knows. But they're not super hard. Again, you just have to, visually pay attention for them. And again, there are quite a few, as you can kind of tell, so it would take a little bit of time to go through all the areas and try to find them. So, me giving the answers, I think that's more than fine, because again, who wants to be quizzed? So, the last thing I'm going to do before we head back is I'm going to clear out a little bit more of the quarry, and I'll see you guys tonight at our results screen, and we'll see how well we did. See you guys in just a moment. So, here are our funds for the night. They're nothing great, but wanted to show them as always, just to ensure that we're on the same page here. Okay, well this is not normal for this cutscene, but that's fine. That's because that's my fault. I put the bed in a weird location that's not normally supposed to be at. In case you can't see Penny here, she's hiding in the fern right next to the bed. Ryan, good morning. She's hiding in the bush. Oh, there we go. What? Oh, what? Whoa, what was that camera about? Notice anything unusual? Unusually soft, I quilted this custom bedspread by hand. Holy crap, you're talented. Maybe a measly persona. So what do you think? It looks great. fact that you did this all by yourself, especially. Our house actually looks like a house now. I'm glad you like it. The house is starting to look really cozy, isn't it? It is. Not thanks to me at all. Otherwise, it was just to me on my fern or my bush collection, but that's it. Oh, and there we go. Kind of a weird way to wake up. Penny's been working very hard around the house. It really feels like home. Yes, it does, and I'm very happy with it. Because, again, it actually looks like a house. So, as you can see, we can't actually get out of the house unless we move that. Good thing we have inventory for that. So, as you can tell, the house has finally been kind of worked on since we saw that cutscene with Penny. One thing I did want to mention is kind of why... actually, no, I'll talk about that later. But here's a chest where she'll put like all the items that like she found stored. So, for example, there's our old bed and all that stuff. We're just going to keep that chest there and keep some other stuff in there. I'll work on the house in a different episode when we have less to do because, again, we have more pressing matters, I think, right now. So we'll leave the house for now. Very excited to actually have a room that looks, you know, tolerable. Pizza, there's a reason pizza's a timeless culinary classic. You've got an artisan golden brown crust, you've got a tangy garlic-infused marinara sauce, and you're topping it all with a mouth-watering 3-cheese blend. And we're just getting started. Let's throw some fresh pepper and tomato on top. Oh my! Learn to cook pizza. It is Mary Lewis's birthday, so it's very exciting. Means we can do more there. And if you can tell, we got 2 really exciting things last night as I had cut away. A fossilized leg, and we got another journal scrap, which we should check out. Day 6. I won't go hungry here. The waters are full of edible, nay, delicious fish. I even caught a stingray in the caves by the southeast shore. I haven't a clue what to do with it, though. The other day, I even fished up a couple of golden walnuts. They seem to be all over the island. The local parrots go crazy for them. Okay, so that means we should probably try fishing there at some point. Honey, I'm pregnant. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is. And again, you've been working hard, making the house look good while pregnant and stuff, and ugh. Penny's been hard carrying this household. I feel so bad. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna be going over the same old in terms of putting stuff away and whatnot, doing the daily chores. Unless something really interesting pops up, I'll see you guys once we are done and we are heading out to give the mayor his, I wouldn't say comeuppance, but give him his birthday gift. I've been cutting around a lot, but I'm hopeful this should be the last. There we go, that little sound effect means we have just the right amount. We finally have collected 24 eggs to give to Gus, now we just have to give those to him today. His spot opens up at 12, I believe, which kind of sucks, because that's a bit of a late day. So I'm not sure if we're going to give that to him today. We have 8 days to actually deliver them, so I may wait until a different day. I'm not entirely sure. Or we'll just go today anyway, and it'll just be a bit of a less efficient day. I'm not entirely sure how it'll work out, but we'll figure something out. That being said, I believe that's everything. Oh, okay, never mind. Our next harvest of ancient fruit's done, which means, again, we can start getting ready for more seeds, which means, again, we can start expediting the process of getting this greenhouse full of ancient fruit, because that's really what we want. So I'm really excited for us to be finished with that. You can see our next harvest of crops is at the ready. And actually what I want to do instead of harvesting by hand is I want to grab our iridium scythe because it's one of the things that it's really good for. And you can use it to harvest any type of crop in the game. You do not lose quality and nothing really bad comes of harvesting from this manner. I'm not going to harvest all those tulips. I'm going to keep a few down there, but you're going to see why in a little bit. But yeah, the iridium scythe is another way of being able to expedite the process of being able to actually harvest your crops way quicker. So that's really nice. As for things we need to sell 15 of, kale I believe is one of them. So yeah, 1, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that leaves 1 extra. We're just going to sell it and we're going to buy more kale seeds soon. We're just going to sell all of our tulips and just buy more of those as well. And I think we've already sold 15 potatoes from last year, but let's look. Yes, we did. Okay, so that means I'm going to put the rest of the potatoes for now in here. Because, again, we're going to be saving stuff up for cooking. Unfortunately, the biggest thing that sucks right now about, like, where we're at is there's a lot of stuff we want to go out and do, but there's also a lot of farming stuff we have to get done. And, funnily enough, crops grow so fast now, at least they feel like they grow really fast, that it feels like you have less time to actually be working on the stuff, like, on the island and whatnot. The main example being the fact that the crops grow, like, they feel like they grow faster, but that's more so, they grow the same speed, because we didn't put speed grow on them. It just feels that way, because now we actually have more things to get done. Okay, so we have 12 to use. I actually don't know how much speed grow I just placed. Hopefully it's enough. Oh, I had used 1 extra, but that's fine. I actually could have had even more seeds, but I accidentally was apparently too close to the dehydrator, so I just put 5 ancient fruit in the dehydrator, which is fine, because we haven't put any fruit in the dehydrator. We just put mushrooms in there. So it's only new, and it should be worth a decent chunk of money, because it's from ancient fruit, so I'm not super upset about it, but see, you can see it pulsating up there. Not exactly what I was intending to do. So one last thing I want to get to is I want to make the fish smoker, because I don't think we made one of those yet. It's a pretty expensive device. We bought the recipe for it, of course. But in terms of actually crafting it, it's pretty expensive. So what you have to do, you get some hardwood, and we go in here, just because that's where it's stored. You don't actually have to go in, like, your house. And we're going to grab one of each jelly. The cave jelly is always the one that's most annoying to get, because you have to go into the cave for it. Again, but you have to catch at least one anyway, so whatever. And then we can make a fish smoker. Pretty expensive, but it's good, because it increases the price of any fish you put in there. So I'm just going to put it right here for now. And then we're going to want to get a chub, which we don't have on us right now. But we're going to do that because we have the muscle finally, so we'll try to work on that in our spare time. Anyway, now that we've done that, we are going to head out for the day. The only spot we absolutely need to go... Oh, yeah, you know what? Forgot. It's 12, so I can bring the stupid eggs. Dumb idiot. That was one of the main things, why I was going to town. Anyway, it's Mary Louise's birthday, so of course we're going to want to give him a gift. I'm going to give him Autumn's Bounty. It's a food item we got, I believe, from a bundle, and it's something he loves. So I'm going to try to give him those today. And then, I should probably talk to... Yeah, dude, there's just so much we could be getting done in this game. Holy crap. Like, I know it felt slow at the end of year one. That's kind of was, because we were more limited with what we could accomplish, but holy crap that things pick up fast. At least they felt like they picked up fast. Okay, Gus, I'm just going to give you all of these eggs. Take them. Don't eat those void eggs, though, because those you can't really eat, or you shouldn't eat. And for that, we get a total of 3,000 gold, not bad money. I don't know if that's about as much as we would have made from making the mayonnaise. I'm not entirely sure, but it's fine. We'll just give it to him this time, and whatever. Lewis, you should be down... Oh, wait, no, it's 1. I don't know where Lewis is at. Frick. Okay, well, I can grab this, I guess. Lewis, please be in your house. Frick. Okay, well, whatever. Got another Iridium tea. Whatever. I'm our Stardew tea. Do I actually even want to go to the island today? I mean, that'd be boring, because... Sucks. It sucks a lot. We have so much to do that if... Gosh dang it. Okay, no, here's the plan. We are not going to go to the island today, which sucks, because I really want to be going there and getting stuff done there. But we have stuff to be getting done here. So I want to get that stuff kind of out of the way. Where the frick does Lewis go, dude? It's not... Is it tax day? No, it's Sunday. Tax day isn't Sunday, is it? I think you'd go to Harvey's, right? Oh, hold up. Dude, I don't know where Lewis goes. Friggin' I don't... Oh, that sucks. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna buy, like, 10 tulips and then 10 kale seeds. That just sucks. Ugh. I'm not trying to be, like, a Debbie Downer or a complainer about it, but, man... The Lewis could be, like, anywhere. Frick, it sucks. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna go around the valley, picking stuff up, trying to find Lewis. Because actually, here's something interesting. Is people will actually go in the community center once you've repaired it as part of their schedule, randomly. I don't think he'd be in here, but he could be. He could be in probably the vault, because he's freaking Lewis. He's gonna be near the money. Yeah, of course he is! I called it! I literally told you! Freaking Lewis. Okay, whatever. Take your stupid birthday gift. I remember the old mayor's birthday. It's very thoughtful of you. It's a nice gift. Yep, so there we go. 10. That's right, max hearts them. Been Mayor Pelican Town for over 20 years. Okay, wow. That is great. Sorry, I'm still upset with them being here. Oh, that's nice. Another person done with. I need to be friending Jody and George. I should just go talk to them. Anyway, so yeah, now that that is done, we're not going to go to the island. It's 32:30. We'd have very little where we gain from it. Instead, we are going to be working on some of the other stuff that we have, such as on the farm and whatnot, kind of miscellaneous, and I'll just kind of cut around to whatever important things come up. See you guys at the first topic of interest. As I was heading over to check out the traveling merchant, who you can see there in the corner, funnily enough, you can also see that we got another heart scene. This is, I believe, heart scene for... Is this the 6th heart scene? Maybe it is. Oh, Ryan, you scared me. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think this is the 6th heart scene. See that fruit up there? It looks delicious, doesn't it? But I can't reach it. Okay. Oh, I guess we're just gonna lift you up then. Ah! Thanks. Man, my guy's stronger than I thought. Okay, got it. I mean, I was not to say anything about Leia. It's just, you know, having to lift up a whole other person. It's kind of, you know, whatever. You're stronger than you look. Thanks. Here, try a piece. Wait, what do you... Oh, it's an apple. It looks like a whole apple. That doesn't look just like a piece. Very simple little scene, but it's just kind of a haha, you know, not a haha, but aw. You know, I just realized something. Even if my art career is a flop, I'll always have a friend to catch me on my way down. Aw, you will. I'll always be your friend, Leia. You're fine. But yeah, it's just a little cutscene as I was looking around doing stuff. Just wanted to, you know, of course, show the cutscene. Yeah, acting like, oh yeah, I was just gonna show you the cutscene. Whatever. I'll just shut up. Okay, came to see if I could talk to Kent for the day to get some friendship points, and we ran into Jody. Hi, Ryan. I'm just making some popcorn. Oh, frick. That sound. You should have known that sound would remind me of the war. I lost a lot of good friends in those bloody trenches. But dear, popcorn was always your favorite before you left. Things have changed. Ryan, can you say something to him? Dude, you're his wife. Say something to Kent. Jody's to blame. She should know better. I know you're hurting, but don't blame your wife. Blame me. I asked her popcorn. I know you're hurting, but don't blame your wife, man. You're absolutely right, Ryan. I'm sorry, honey. You couldn't have known the sound of popcorn make me upset. It's okay, dear. The last thing I want to do is make you upset. Do my best to keep your spirits up from now on. Bit of a somber cutscene, but hey, one that has to happen. Glad you're a friend of the family, Ryan. Sorry about my behavior before. We had like 2 days where you were cold to me, but whatever. Well, we have this thing we got from the one lady, War Memento. It's a faded photograph of a soldier. Maybe you'll know something about it. Oh, that face maybe indicates that he does. Where did you find this? This man, we fought together in the war, Ryan. He's like a brother to me. But only one of us made it back. He never lost his courage, though, even in the face of death. A true hero. I'll never forget him. Thanks for bringing me this. It means a lot. Here, take this. It's been sitting in the back of our cupboard for years, and we never used it. Gourmet tomato salt. Interesting. A rare, delicious, and savory salt. Okay, well, maybe that could be useful. Don't really have anything else to give you guys, so, you know, I talked to you, though. I should have given Jody something, but I don't think she likes dandelions or daffodils. Well, the only person I know who likes foodstuffs is Gus, so I guess maybe we'll just give it to him, because, I mean, we can't use it. It also has no price on it, so clearly it's worth nothing. Here, Gus, take this crap. Ah, that sharp smell. Don't freak. That zesty taste, that gritty texture can only be a gourmet tomato salt. I'll trade you for it. A Stardew Valley rose? What? A rose that reminds you of Valley. It smells heavenly. Okay. You couldn't tell at this point. We are on a fetch quest, one of the most typical Zelda type of, Legend of Zelda type of side quest, where you're getting an item from somebody, you then have to go give that item to somebody else, and so on and so forth until eventually you actually complete the quest. So we're going to be taking one item to another, and, you know, having to eventually hopefully get what we're after, which is something that we can give back to Madame Birdie, or whatever the frick her name is. Oy vey. But yeah, kind of a funny little side quest we have to get to. It is a bit interesting because you have to kind of go off of, like, okay, like the first two make sense, you know, the only person who's related to the war really is Kent, and then, you know, the only real chef here, whatnot. But whatever. Ooh, 12 iridium ore, jeez, that's not bad. But yeah, not like a terrible side quest, but nothing great. I should have bought more seeds today before he closed, but whatever. As you can see, I actually did, in fact, finally make a smoked chub. It's worth 419 gold, which is... well, it's an iridium one, but that's incredibly good for a chub. Keep in mind, though, it takes quite a while for you to smoke even one fish, so it's not like it's something that you're going to be like really getting a lot of money from. But the main reason we actually got the smoked chub is not for us, it's not for ourselves. It's for a little raccoon buddy who we interacted with before. Let's go see if we can finally complete the quest he asked for us. Or not quest, it's more of a request, though I guess they could kind of be considered the similar thing. Anyway, hey buddy. Oh, hungry, you need fish. Here is 5, or not here 5. Here's your smoked chub, and here is 5 mussel. Just a little symbol of him next to, like, some bushes. Thanks, Bobo. What? Take this. And we get 25 carrot seeds. Seed carrot seeds, 25. Cool. Now maybe I find a wife. Now maybe I find a wife. Okay, if that's all I have to say then. Okay, well, we helped him out, and now we got 25 carrot seeds, which is actually good, because as I was saying, I wanted to get more seeds anyway in retrospect, so having something to plant here is not bad. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, as I said, it's kind of funny where the biggest problem and annoyance actually comes from having to plant the... oh, frick. Having to plant the seeds rather than having to actually water them, thanks to our sprinklers. It's a great problem to have, mind you, but it's still, like, kind of annoying, just because of the stuff we'd rather be doing, but... we got some other stuff done that we needed to today. And that'll leave us room in the future to actually work on the island and whatnot, because it's all going to be a bit of a process to get that done. I'll put the tulip in there for now. I don't know how many more I need to sell. I've decided to sell some today. Jeez, that was a tongue twister. And so really won't know exactly just what we're missing until tonight, or till tomorrow, I guess, in-game. Lastly, let me put these mussels away in here. And this near, and then last, I'm just going to do a few small miscellaneous things around the valley, and I'll see you guys tonight at our results screen for our funds. See you guys then. During the night, Penny gave birth to a baby boy. Whoa, what a name to end, what a way to end this episode off, huh? What should we name him? I guess it's something we haven't contemplated before. Similar to our dog, and I think at least in the old versions of the game, you could not change. You definitely can't the baby. I don't think, because that makes no sense. But I don't believe you can change the name of the baby, just like you can't, or used to not be able to change the name of your pet. So once you click a name, you are going to be stuck with it. I'm going to just put kind of a name that I've always liked. It's a simple one, Ren. It's just one that I've always kind of enjoyed. Since it's a baby boy, there we go. There we go. So now we have a son, which is really exciting. You can see we have decent funds, which is always nice. Not like amazing, but now we can start selling our mayonnaise and stuff again. We'll be making more money because we've been kind of losing out on funds since we had to help Gus out. And with our iridium trash can being ready and our baby boy to go check out, that sounds really disgusting and terrible. That's not what I mean. To meet our son is what I'm getting at. All of that and more will be happening next time. I hope to see you all then.